guys.
Go ahead.
Hey guys, welcome back to MACkiteboarding. Today we have video 2 of our 2023 awards, and that's going to be going to the boards. So this one's all about boards. So let's jump into it.
All right, the best of. I think first of all, we want to start out with the best all-arounder board of 2023.
That's a big one.
It was a big one, and we weren't able to agree 100% on this. We
Right.
had two, the F1 S Wing and the Omen Flux.
Yeah, the Wing S and the Omen Flux. Again, we had some heated discussions on this one. They're sort of similar boards. They have a similar concept, so I think there's a lot of crossover. I would say this kind of design is really the future of winging. It's where the progression is. It's where a lot of brands are moving going forward in their design for future years. So these guys were just a little ahead of the game with that surfy, little longer, little narrower, a little lower volume, I would say you normally ride it, kind of design, and they're both phenomenal boards. I can't say anything bad about either one, really.
No, and I think you nailed it with their shape, meaning not as focused on the volume, but the length, and is something that we're going to see a little more of, the longer length and the versatility of these. That's why we put this in the all-rounder, because you're able to kind of cheat the low end, the high end, and use that one board for everything.
Yeah,
Good.
a lot of different riding styles as well. You know,
So-
arguably surfy.
Yep.
But also, you know, you can use them in a lot of other ways as
You
well.
can stretch it. So the next category would be the light wind downwind board
Yeah.
of
light
2023. What would that one be?
board. We got the KT Dragonfly.
Hands down, number one.
Yeah. There wasn't really a lot of discussion about that. I would say if we had to narrow it down to 3, that would be pretty easy as well. There's a lot of other great downwind boards out there, but there's something about the KT that just, you know, makes it maybe stand above the rest just a little bit. The design is very forward thinking. It's fast, it's clean release, it's easy to ride, it looks great. The price isn't obscene for a full carbon board.
Very
It's just
stable
really
for
nice.
size.
Yeah.
So for the volume that you ride, very stable and efficient.
Yep.
And that's what you want in a downwind board. So
Definitely.
I think that definitely kind of rose to the surface for our light wind board. All right, how about the top seller? Top board sell of 2023, we have in that category the KT Wing Drifter.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily that we sold the most units of the Drifter. I would say this is the best sale board that we had on sale. Like, this was our most suggested board that's been, you know, on sale, not in line. The KT Wing Drifter. It's really been a top, you know, board in our shop for a couple of years now.
I learned on it. That
yeah.
was one of my first boards. Before it was KT, it was the Quattro.
Yep.
So I went to the KT.
Yeah, fantastic designs, scaled designs. So it's not like you just get the same board in different sizes, scaled. You know, as you get smaller, the shape changes, makes it more progressive. They've even got 2 different sort of size types in the smaller sizes. You got more of a long, narrow, prone-ish kind of board that I like a lot. And you also have the shorter, fatter boards that some of the freestyle guys might prefer. So they really nail it with just kind of one model, but it's multiple models really built into the sizes that you use those for. But again, you get a lot of value for a full carbon board.
Yes, for sure.
From KT, legendary shaper, definitely one of the best.
You can't really go wrong with the product.
You can't,
You know,
it's phenomenal.
For the price point, that's why we were able to sell a lot of them in part of our packages and such. So
Yeah, it works with most foil brands as well, I should say. The
Yep.
strap orientation is great, the box orientation
box,
is good.
yep.
It works with
Tracking.
a huge variety of foils. So
good. How about top value board of 2023? Which one rose to the surface?
yeah, the value, I think we got to say the Nash Hover series. So the GS and the Ultra, just 2 different constructions, very similar boards, but they're such a great price. Now, towards the end of 2023, they've been hugely popular, getting a bunch of new riders into the sport, you know, that otherwise maybe couldn't have afforded it, or they would have bought, you know, a lesser quality board and then later regretted it probably. These boards are phenomenal. I learned on the first generation of this board way back when. It did great. Even now, the smaller sizes are phenomenal as a more experienced rider as well, but I think the key with that one is really just lowering that price for a quality board that's going to last, it's durable, it's high performance enough that you can progress with it, so you don't feel like you need to, you know, compromise but still get a good deal.
Yep, I think you hit it there. You can start with it and end with it and have it for a few years.
Yeah, and you buy a bigger size when you're learning, and it's a great light wind board as well, you know, for intermediate riders. So.
Well, where are we headed? What's the Future Now board?
Future Now, man. I think we're gonna have to give this one to the Omen Flux. The design is just that next level dimensions. The shape is unlike really most of the stuff in the market. You know, we talk about the wing ass as a similar board, but really the wing ass is more of a prone-ish shape. The Flux has more of a displacement hull, just a little bit more progressive design, I would say, a little bit more extreme maybe is the right word. The construction is my favorite construction out of the Apple Tree factory, using that high density closed cell foam.
You ding it.
It's made in Portugal. Yeah, you ding it, you can keep riding it, which is huge for board longevity, but also just peace of mind. You know, you don't need to ruin your session if you get a little ding in it and you're like, crap, now my day's ruined, or, you know, whatever. You know, it's very easy to repair. It's a board that you can hang on to for a long time without losing performance. Whereas, you know, some of the EPS models, if you're not taking perfect care of them, you know, are going to degrade more quickly over time. So it's a board that you can really look to hang on to for a long time as an investment. And since the design is so, you know, progressive and forward thinking, you know, you're really going to be happy with it for a long time as well, I would say, before.
Well, it hits that award, I think, for a reason.
Yeah.
Features now, it looks different. It stands out a bit different from the rest. So if you haven't seen it, look it up. Just its shape and its design, it kind of stands out from all the rest of the.
Yeah, it's one of those ones you look at and you grab and you're like, okay, like this is kind of wild.
Very efficient though.
Then you ride it and everybody's eyes just light up, like, okay, I see.
Yeah. And we're starting to sell quite a few of those. People
We are.
Them, so.
Yeah, they're getting passed around and catches like a disease.
So I think that wraps it up for the boards for 2023 in each of the categories. All of them deserved, and I think the future now we'll see with these new designs where we'll head for 2024.
Absolutely, excited to see what's coming next, but yeah, that stuff's pretty phenomenal going forward. Anyway, so
Heck yeah.
right on. We'll see you next video.
Yep.